Yo, what's up, man? It's your boy Eddie Up Dog, man, and I'm back with another video. So it's been a minute since I've been on this camera. Really ain't been feeling the vlogging thing lately. I think it's because I don't have the right equipment. I don't like holding the camera. So I got me a little tripod thing where I can either hold in my hand, which I'm holding right now, and I just ordered a gimbal. So I'm trying to get back into the groove of it. So hopefully when the gimbal comes, I get a little bit more motivation, then I can be able to like do a little bit more vlogging or whatever. So last time I vlogged, I had the motorcycle. Actually I got rid of the motorcycle. I don't know if I had even mentioned that on the video, but I got rid of my bike. I hung my helmet up, y'all. Only reason why I did it because I almost went down on the bike, and I caught myself trying to brush it off and ride again, and it just didn't feel the same no more, So what happened was I was going around the curb one day off the highway, and I was getting off on the exit, and while I was getting off on this exit, I ran into this little groove that was in the road. You know how the roads be on the highway, had the little I guess you can call them something like potholes, but they go in like a line, kind of like separating the lanes or whatever. So I kind of like went in one of those, but it wasn't even in separating in the lane. It was like in the middle of one lane. So I ended up going in one of those, and then I had like a little tank slap. At the same time, I was at a lane. I was going like 70 miles an hour. So once that happened, I didn't even know what to do. I didn't even know how to react to it. All I could think about is the normal thing a person to do when they almost about to fall off a bike is kick their leg out. So I kicked my leg out. When I kicked my leg out, the ground grabbed my leg, man, and snatched it back. So I was kind of like almost at a split on the bike. And but the leg saved my life. I'd rather break the leg than, than go down and possibly kill myself, or, just break some bones or something everywhere else. But I didn't break any bones in my leg. What happened was I stretched it to the point where it was in pain for a little bit. It didn't last long though, surprisingly. But after that, once I kicked myself back up, I pulled over. So once I pulled over, had to get off the bike, took a deep breath. I was looking around, I wasn't looking around, but I was like kind of like stretching my leg or whatever because it was hurting so bad. So 5 minutes later, I got back on the bike and went ahead and came on home. So slept it off. Next day come around, I get to riding. So now I'm riding. My damn anxiety is going through the roof, and I just wasn't comfortable on the bike, man. And I'm like, okay, let me just park it and give it a little bit longer. So week or two passed by or whatever. I still feeling the same way. So I'm like, I think it's time for me to go ahead and not ride no more, you know what I'm saying? Because it just didn't feel the same no more. So I ended up getting rid of the bike. So the bike was like my hobby. I can't think of the word what I'm trying to say, but it was basically my hobby, but my passion. I had a passion for that, and then on top of that, I got a passion for cars as well too. So the bike was pretty much keeping me occupied from the cars. So once I got rid of the bike, I was like, man, I got to find me something to do. Something that's going to keep me, it's going to keep me into something. You know what I'm saying? Like something that'll occupy my time when I don't have nothing else to do. So I went to my other passion or whatever. So I used the money. Okay, what I did, I sold the bike to the dealership, sold it back to the dealership that I bought it from. So I still had a little balance on the bike. So I had a little overhead in there too. So I got that paid off. And then the rest of the money, I ended up using the rest of the money. And I ended up buying me a little car to work on. You know what I'm saying? So I paid like $1,000 for this car. It's a 05 Mustang. So I paid when I got it, it was sitting in tall grass. It was kind of beat up. You know what I'm saying? Well, from the glance of it, it looked like it was kind of beat up, but really it was beat. It was like, man, not physically, but, well, I ain't gonna say physical. Exterior wise, slightly beat up. It needed a fender, it needed a door. and it needed some paint. So cosmetically, it was kind of beat up, but underneath, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of components up under there. It was like, it was just trash. You know what I'm saying? Especially the brakes. Brakes was shot. It needed all struts all the way around. It needed a track bar. And for y'all don't know what the track bar is, it's the they call it it's a track slash, damn, I could not think of the name of that damn bar, but it's a long bar. It's a long bar that go from one end of the rear end to the other end. And what that does is it keeps the rear end from shifting side to side when you're driving. You know what I'm saying? So it needed that. It was bent. So by it being bent, one of the tires in the back was kind of leaning a little bit. I didn't know nothing about this till I got deep off into the car or whatever, and I noticed that thing was bent. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna fix this later. First thing I had did was I took care of the car cosmetically, and then did a little bit to the interior. The interior was decent, just needed to be cleaned up. You know what I'm saying? Wiped down. It needs the driver's seat reupholstered or whatever. The passenger seat is okay, but I'd rather get both done. That way both of them can look good at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna take care of that later. But right now I got I did a whole lot to this car, man. I got it painted. I replaced the door. Now majority of this stuff on this car I did by myself. Mechanical and body or whatever. I did majority of that myself. I replaced the fender by myself. I replaced the door because it needed a passenger door. The passenger door was dent. It really didn't need it. I could have got it body work done, but it was cheaper for me to go ahead and just get the new door, you know what I'm saying, and just have them paint over it or whatever. So I couldn't find a door that matched the car. So I ended up getting them to, paint it or whatever. So anyway, so I did that myself. I replaced the, man, I got a long list. I don't even know why I don't feel like talking about it. That's why I need to keep being consistent in vlogging, man. Okay, so let me start over. Okay, so first, I got the car, did cosmetically. I got it painted. After I done did all replaced the door and the fender or whatever, I ended up taking it to my boy. He ended up painting my car. Shout out to my boy Link. Yeah, I did that, had him do that. So after I got it back from him, I did some more work. I ended up replacing the factory lights, tail light assemblies with these LEDs. I'm gonna show you in a minute when I get done telling you. So I replaced the tail lights. I replaced all the bulbs, like the bulb and the license plate light. I replaced the headlights. Well, we did that after I picked the car from him painting. Me and him did that. We had to take the bumper off in order to get the headlights replaced. So I got new headlight assemblies. I got I had to repaint the grill, the top grill and the one at the bottom. So I repainted it. They got this little trim paint that you can get. So I repainted it. So now they look like new again. I replaced the trunk deck lid. The trunk, what you call that thing? It's in the middle of the trunk between the lights. It's on the trunk, in the middle of the trunk. They call it a trunk lid or something like that. I'm gonna show you. But I put an aftermarket thing on there. Aftermarket went on there, and it has a GT decal on there and stuff like that. So I did that. Had to replace one of the mirrors. So in the process of me after I done put the door on, I put the mirror on, but I didn't put the bolts all the way in, right? Well, no, I didn't even put the bolts in yet. I put the mirror in there, just slid the little screws that's attached to the mirror inside the holes, right? So I caught myself walking around the car, and I bumped the mirror. When I bumped the mirror, it fell off the damn car and cracked the mirror it cracked the whole damn thing. So I'm like, damn. So now I gotta buy another mirror. So wasn't no big problem. You can go on eBay and get a mirror all day long for 30, 40 bucks. You know what I'm saying? I paid $20 for this one, actually. So I ended up ordering another mirror. It came in a couple days. So that part was fixed. Cleaned up the interior. I threw some carbon fiber inside of it. You know, the ones you stick onto the dash. Not real carbon fiber, but you know, you can stick it. It makes it look good. So I did that, and I got some more on the way right now. Now all of this that I did to this car, oh yeah, I replaced I don't know if I mentioned, I replaced the shocks and struts all the way around. I lowered the car, so it got lowering springs on it, right along with coilovers. I replaced all of that all the way around. It took me a minute to do that, so it was my first time doing a lot of this stuff. So while I'm doing all of these shocks and struts, man, it took me 6 hours to do this stuff because it was a few bolts under there, and thank God I got enough tools and a Sawzall and all of that stuff, man, because if I didn't have none of that, this car been still sitting on jacks waiting for somebody to come do it. So luckily I got the tools, impact guns, everything I need. So it took me like 6 hours to do this stuff. Now mind you, it's my first time ever doing it. The holdup was the rear shocks. Was it the rear shocks? Yeah, it was the rear shocks. I could not get the bolt out of the rear shock. It was just such a hassle for me, and I think only because it was just my first time, like I said, guys. So I did that. Yeah, finally got that together because I was stuck on that one for a while. So I finally got that, and then everything else went smoothly. It took me a little minute for the front because I was trying to figure out how do you adjust those, because they're adjustable too. They're dampener adjusters, well, dampener and height adjustment coilover. So it took me a minute to learn how to actually get that together. So that was another part that was time consuming. So when I finally got them all in or whatever, I was doing the adjustment and the height adjustments to get it level to the way it's supposed to, the height it's supposed to be, and so it can be even on both sides. So finally got all of that done. Then that's when I noticed I needed the track bar while I was up under there. So I'm like, oh, I don't think this don't look right. You know what I'm saying? The way it was curved up, like somebody might have set a jack on that thing or something, tried to jack it up, or the jack slid off the diff and hit that, and the car came down on it. I don't know, but I ended up replacing that. That only took 20 minutes. Yeah, it took like 20 minutes to replace that. Well, you know what? It took 20 minutes to put it in, and because it's adjustable too. That's also a plus too that you should get. Like I said, I'm gonna show you guys in a minute. I know I'm talking a little bit too much. I'm just trying to explain to you guys what all I did to the car before I show you. So I bought the adjustable track bar. I didn't get the regular one. So I got the adjustable one. So it stiffened it up a lot more. So it rides so sporty, man. When I first after I first adjusted the shocks, the dampeners on the shocks, I mean the coilovers or whatever, it rose so stiff. Like, I'm like, man, if it's gonna keep riding like this, I don't even want them on here. So come to find out, the part that I thought that was the height adjuster wasn't the height adjuster, that was the dampener. So I had it all the way up. So the further up you get it, the less play the shock in the spring, the strut have or whatever. So I had it too far up. So some told me to let it on down. So as I'm letting it down, I noticed I don't know if I'm finna say it right, but it's some boots that come with the car. They're attached to the differential, and it's a boot on it. It's like, I guess for like if it bottom out, it won't hit metal to metal, whatever that's for. So we had that on there. So the way the shock, the coilovers sit, how low they sit, it was pretty much against that boot. So that right there played a part in the stiffness too when I was hitting the little bumps and stuff like that. So I ended up taking that off, and I ended up adjusting the dampener. I softened it all the way up. It's all the way soft. I ain't no racer, so I don't need all that extra stiff stuff, even though it still rides stiff, but not as stiff as it was. It's way more comfortable now. So I took the bolt off and did that. And took the boot off, and I did all of that, you know, did the adjustments or whatever, and now it ride like a dream. So got that done. Next, I'm going to get exhaust. I got aftermarket exhaust in there, but they're not loud enough. I'm gonna give y'all a cold start in a minute. I think that's about it. But I think yeah, let me go ahead and show y'all the car. I've been talking enough. I know I'm gonna have to trim that part down. Y'all ain't wanna hear all that damn talking for no 15 minutes. All right, guys, here we go. It is how it look. So as this is, and as I'm showing y'all this too, I'm gonna go ahead and put some pictures on it. Well, actually, just go on my page and you can see my before and after. I got a video up of how it looked before. So yeah, I replaced the brake calipers and rotors as well. I got the performance rotors on there, the little slots on there, and I did the rear as well. So the rims I bought, they're American Muscle bullet wheels or whatever. So I could have got the ones without the buttons on it, but I like the ones with the buttons on it. They look a whole lot better. They're 20 inches. So the front, I got 255, 35, 20 inch tires on the front. And then, like I said, they're staggered. So I got 10-inch wheels in the back. They're 8.5 on the front and 10 in the back. Rear tires are 285, 35, 20. And they're Lexani's. I caught these on eBay for the low. All together, man, I think I paid like 400 and some change for all 4 of these tires. Yep. So, yeah. Here it go, y'all. And then I got the tail lights replaced. Let me show you the front of it. Oh yeah, guys, when I got it, it had a few oil leaks. I got the smoke blinkers and the headlights, the smoke too. They're not really smoked, but they smoked. It looked good though. Yeah, I painted the calipers as well. And let me show you the inside. So yeah, the motor, I didn't do really much mechanic work to the motor. I did the, now honestly, I don't think I did any mechanic work to the motor. It was mainly like suspension work. A buddy of mine, he owned his own little shop. Here go the carbon fiber. Got that going all the way across, so. Yo, man, if y'all enjoying this video so far, man, don't forget that like, share, subscribe, man. Hit the comment section, man, and give me some feedback, you know what I'm saying? Don't forget like, share, subscribe, man. Like, share, subscribe. I can't stress it enough. All right, y'all, back to the video. Damn, guys. Okay, I had to start the camera the whole time. I thought the camera was still recording, but it wasn't. But anyway, the windows, all the windows, I don't need, did I even say it on the video? Anyway, I got the windows tinted or whatever. And on top of that, my windows had a lot of water stains because the car been sitting up for like 2 or 3 years. I don't know, but the windows were full of water stains, guys. Like, the water stain was full. Like, it was just ashy. So ashy, I couldn't even get it off. I didn't know if they made anything to get that stuff off or anything, but I ended up doing my research, looking up some stuff, and I ended up coming up with this stuff. I found this stuff called, here we go. This right here, 5 stars, man. This stuff right here got, only thing, man, don't think it's gonna be a walk in the park when you put that stuff on. Oh my God, guys. When I tell you, it took me 2 days, man, because it was so, you gotta put you gotta put your muscle in it, man. You can't just put that stuff on the wax pad and just call yourself rubbing it on like you waxing the car. Hell no. You gotta scrub it on, bro. Scrub it on. I'm talking about put some pressure on it. And when you do that, that's when the stuff comes off. So when I tell you, my hands kept locking up everything, man. It's rough. I even used a buffer. I used my buffer over there. It helped out. It made it lighter. But you weren't going to get it all the way off without using your hand. So that was that. So I got all my windows clean, everything. Got the car looking like how it is now, man. I love it, man. I love my Mustangs. I'm a Mustang guy. I know. It ain't no Mopar. It ain't no damn Challenger, Hellcat, or none of that. Man, forget them cars, man. I like my life. I get one of them cars, man, now I got to worry about if somebody going to come either steal it out my yard or jack me while I'm driving it. I ain't got time for all that. My kids be with me sometimes, and my wife be with me. So, no, I don't want to put nobody at risk. So I got my Mustang, man. And there ain't nobody really touching these, especially this year. This is an 05. Don't nobody want this motor. Yeah, it ain't fast. Shit. I don't care, it's slow. But it ain't about what y'all want. It's about what I want and how comfortable I am with what I got. So, I'm comfortable with what I have. Even though I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it a little faster. Some stuff I'm going to add to it. Because I'm going to get the... I'm going to do the intake manifold. I'm going to put a performance one on there. And I'm going to... let me pop the hood so y'all can see. Because the motor was dirty too, man. This car was full of spiders as well. Like, I'm talking about, man, the little bitty tiny baby spiders. They kept coming out. And it was, I thought I would never get rid of them. So, they eventually all got up out of there and they all died. Had to murk their ass. So, yeah. But yeah, it was full of spider eggs, all type of stuff, man. So I had to clean it up, man. Took a little minute though. The whole time, man, I didn't even know I had this car for 6 months, bro. The whole time, I didn't even know. I didn't even realize it was 6 months that passed. But yep, look at the motor. I sprayed the motor off real good because it was dirty. It was real dusty, dirty. Oil gunks and stuff like gunker oil, old oil leaks and all that stuff. So I had my boy do all the, fix all the oil leaks. I'm gonna go ahead and change new spark plug, put new spark plugs in, and I think it might need a slight little tune up or whatever. But I'm gonna go ahead and get the new manifold, the intake manifold. I'm gonna get a bigger throttle body, and I'm gonna get the cold air intake. I'm gonna get all that together. It's gonna come with a tune. So I'm getting that in the next couple months. So stay tuned for that, guys. I'm gonna be doing some burnouts, all type of stuff, man. I'm gonna give y'all some fun action, man. I know my videos be kind of boring, but next year it's my year, guys. I'm trying to tell you. So please stay tuned, bear with me. It's gonna be some fun. I'm start hanging out more, going to like car meets and all of that stuff, and car shows or whatever I can do, you know, something to give y'all some action. I still like my motorcycle racing, you know what I'm saying? I'm still gonna be doing that, checking out some races or whatever, even with cars too. So yeah, I can't say I'm gonna race my car because I didn't really fix my car up to race it, honestly. I just want it to sound good, look good, you know what I'm saying, and get me from point A to point B, you know? Yeah, so yeah, I'm finna give y'all a cold start. Yeah, that cold start real quick. But like I said, I got the exhaust. The exhaust came with the car. I don't like it because it's not loud enough. It got a nice sound to it, but I don't think it don't sound good to me. I mean, I just said it got a nice sound to it, but it don't sound beefy enough for me. Like, you know, every Mustang owner, you gotta have a particular sound, man. It gotta sound aggressively good. You know what I'm saying? So it don't sound like that. So these exhausts on here is some MBRPs. So I'm gonna let y'all hear it. So that's how it sound, y'all. See, you can hear it while it's idling, but that ain't the sound that I'm looking for. I need it to be slightly louder while it's idling and a slightly more aggressive, like a nice tone to it, like a Roush or maybe a 10 series Flowmaster or something like that. So I'm between the two on which ones I'm gonna get. I'm gonna get one of the two. So I'm gonna make my mind up on that. All that's coming next year, beginning of next year before summer hit. So yeah, like I say, y'all just stay tuned. Show you the underneath. Yep, so there you got it. There you have it, guys. I say more modifications soon, coming soon. Just wanted to show y'all what I've been working on for the last 6 months. Because I know it's been a minute that I've been on here, so yeah, just wanted to give y'all an update on what's going on, and hopefully you guys keep staying tuned to my page. I'm gonna start vlogging more. Right now I'm waiting on my gimbal to come. Basically it's gonna just be the life of Artie Art Dog. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, stay tuned, guys. Alright. Peace. Yo, what up, gang? Yeah, man, shit, I'm just out and about, man, riding in the Mustang. I gotta go find me something to wear. My sister got something going on tonight for her birthday, so I need to find me something to wear. Unfortunately, I done gained so much weight, I can't fit anything in my closet. So that's all messed up right now. So I want to go find me something to wear. Nothing fancy, some light, some slight, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm good on shoes. I got a lot of shoes. Clothes. I'm glad feet don't gain weight. Well, maybe they do, I don't know, but I'm glad my feet don't gain no weight, so I gotta buy no more shoes. But definitely need to just get me, she said there's no dress code, so we don't have to dress up. My wife's supposed to be going too. So let's go with, I got tennis shoes, some nice tennis shoes on. I'm gonna go get me some pair of jeans. I need another pair of black jeans. Black jeans I got, they don't look all the way clean for real. You know, after so long, black jeans start looking dingy and stuff like that. Excuse my beeping, y'all. You know, I gotta put the seatbelt on. So safety first, though. Don't do what I do. It's hard stick shifting the car and trying to do all type of stuff in the city. Cool on the highway because you ain't got to shift. Just keep it in that gear and just roll out. You know what I mean? But anyway, yeah, like I said, I'm finna go to the mall. I'm gonna go to the mall first and see what they got. My neighbor was telling me about the store they just opened up over here in Fairview. Anybody from Fairview Heights, just from Illinois, East St. Louis or whatever, know about the old pottery, old time pottery. It used to be that store, but then they changed the name to something else. But they actually moved out of there, and somebody else bought the store the whole time. I didn't even know that. So we'll go up in there and see what they got. So stay tuned. I'll turn the camera on while I'm in there. All right. In a minute.